And let us all take a deep breath together. And God bless you, precious rose hearts. Akasha is with you. And tonight, today, I would like to initiate a meditation with you, to discourse a meditation with you. And whatever is comfortable, whether your eyelids are closed or open, let it be what is most natural for you. And I shall speak this meditation in the personal I. I am awake. And in all my studies, my prayers, my decrees, in all sacred moments that I have turned and faced the light that is both within me and above me, a spiritual awakening is occurring deep within my being, perhaps even deeper than I may be aware. And with all of my heart, I embrace and accept and acknowledge a spiritual awakening and transformation that is taking place inside me. And I recognize that before a spiritual transformation takes place in the outer world, or even the physical body, that gentle awakening and transformation must first take place deep within my being. And through all causes of my life that have initiated a thirst, a hunger, a resonance, with things that speak of a spiritual nature, I have answered a call. For life has been calling me home to my true self, the I am that I am. And in this great journey of awakening and transforming, and all that I have discovered that is my true spiritual self, this path has guided me to a grand opportunity. And all that I have come to realize in my spiritual awakening and transformation, there is a deeper presence of my beingness, the very mystery of my life, God, a very gentle and loving God, that is the source of my life. That is the great I am presence. And so grateful to have discovered that my true spiritual self, I am, is that I am. And the opportunity that is before me is the gift of divine actualization. To actualize into fully conscious, aware, spiritual contact. All of the I am that I have discovered is my true self. And I have discovered that this is a path of becoming. And it is a path of being raised once again. Why? Why the resurrection? Why? Because long ago, millions of years ago, my kind, the people of earth, lost our way. And many phrases have been spoken in attempts to understand what happened long ago, when it seemed that I became separate from Source. Some called it a fall from grace. The very grace of life that made me, the very individualization of God, Goddess, all that is. And my resurrection is the wonderful transformation of being raised back up out of this fall. And by the grace of God within me and above me, by the grace of the gentle touch of angels, by the grace of a spiritual hierarchy who have never forgotten us, even though for a time we forgot them, by an act of grace. And the grace of God that is stirred within my heart and awakening, the opportunity has come for restoration, renewal, resurrection, to be raised from out of that fall from grace, back into that state of grace where all understandings, all comprehension, followed by experience and discovery, waits for me in all moments ahead, regarding the most mystical of truths. I am that I am. This is the path that is set before me now, the path of resurrection. And in this path, I have discovered that beyond my regular daily thinking mind is a much greater mind, sometimes known as superconsciousness or the Christ mind, a mind that is all-knowing, omniscient, a mind that can conceive perfection, ideas of perfection. And just as I have discovered that beyond my daily mind is a greater mind, the Christ mind, so too I have discovered that beyond my heart is a very, very sacred door. It is the door to everything. everything being my soul. In my studies, I discovered that although throughout millions of years and hundreds of incarnations, our greater life has glorified us with the gift of life, whether in this world or above. From life, we have never been separate or disconnected. Only in our consciousness was that seeming fall from grace. My spiritual studies have availed me of the understanding of my greater mind, the Christ mind, and the understanding that beyond my heart is something greater, my soul. And as I have come to understand that the Christ mind is the mind of the divine masculine principles of our universe, the Father, that beyond my heart, the soul is the individualization of the divine feminine principle of our universe, the Holy Mother. And just as there is a bridge that has formed and is forming in my awakening between my daily thinking mind and my higher Christ mind, there is too a door that stands between my heart and my soul. And it is the door to everything. And that is a place that can never be spoiled. It is the pure heart and womb of the Heavenly Mother, individualized. My soul. It is the greatest love of all. It is the source of genius. The soul is the love of my greater life that can fulfill all that my greater mind conceives. My continued studies, my spiritual protocol, my prayers, my decrees, the sacred fire. All of this will continue to strengthen that bridge between my mind and my Christ mind until no bridge needs to be. And enlightenment unfolds. The two minds become one mind. The resurrection into my higher mental body is complete. Fulfilling the mental, the masculine activity of life. And yet, in my wholeness and in my quest for completeness, my studies have led me to the mystery of the heart, the healing of my heart, the opening of all mystical chambers of my heart, the resurrection of the first element of my heart, the resurrection of my own God flame within my heart, and finally, a lantern of light that has gathered around my heart flame to amplify the light and love of my heart. And a lantern that one day soon shall reveal to me that door, the door that stands between my heart and my soul, the door to everything. That door is presently locked, for the heart is the greatest protector of the mother's presence, the soul. And only when no wounds and hurts and racial beliefs, only when my heart is so pure and by divine intervention and that lantern of light no longer allows the shadows of the world to touch the purity of my heart. Then there is a magic presence that abides too within my heart. It is the Master within. And that Master has the key. The key that will one day unlock the door to everything. My soul. This is the journey that I am upon. The path of resurrection. Being raised, that Christ, the God I am presence, may express through this life I have been given, through the Christ mind. And the door to everything, my soul opening. And the finest and greatest mystery of my life, the bride and the groom are reunited. The Christ mind, the soul. And as they greet each other within my awareness and consciousness, my beingness, my physical heart becomes the great caretaker that begins with the sacred fire to transmute the substance of my physical body to be that perfect temple. The individualization of God, Goddess, all that is, the I am that I am in the fullness of my resurrection takes place. My own magical moment in the Garden of Gethsemane. The personal human sense of self finally dissipates. And the full incarnation of God, the I am that I am, comes forth through the sacred marriage of the Christ mind and the soul. And in this sacred marriage, God, the great I am presence, takes up these mighty temples and is returned to the world. And therefore, in these next 3 years, the very center of my life, that place that I live from, as I attend the various events of my life, relationships, work, errands, health, yet in all my being and doing, over these next 3 years, for me, it is all about becoming all of God. It is about studying, praying, decreeing, meditating upon the Christ mind, upon the door to everything, the final resurrection, the restoration to grace, the holy marriage in which the mind of the Father and the soul of the Mother unites within my individuality and expresses through this life I have been given. I am here. I am the light that cometh into the world. This is my destiny. And my victory. And I am that I am. I am that I am. I am that I am. In the words of the prophet, in the words of truth when truth speaks, I am with you always. Nearer than breathing, nearer than hands and feet, I am with you. And God bless you, precious hearts. And perhaps you might even like to make that your new Monday evening for those of you who enter into the Monday evening meditation. Do you understand what I am speaking of? If you would like to make that so, I feel that you will be, well, that it will be a wonderful experience for you if you take this up. Did you enjoy the journey? God blessings you. I thank you, dear hearts.